Ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, welcome back to the second video in this installment. We're going to re-pick up our trailer. And let's see if we can ka-chunk. I'm a little bit off kilter here, but that can be quickly and easily corrected. Ugh. And T. There we go. All right, here we go. We're off. Okay, farm life. D6. I saw some. I guess some town in Michigan got like super flooded. What was that all about? Like some river froze that hasn't frozen in like 20 years or something. I don't know. They said it was like a once in a lifetime thing. Was it the St. Clair River, which is like the St. Clair Seaway or whatever they call it in Detroit? Doing some work. Hey, what's up, Chet? I know Lake Erie's all frozen over. I went up there to my mom's house today, and as I was driving in, I was like, ooh, it's really cool to see the lake frozen. There's something about it. Like, it's like, wow, it's just crazy to see all that ice, you know. The dams broke. Oh, that's not good. Dang dam broke. Is that Smithville Dam? How do they break? From ice? Ice jamming it up? Alright, got a bit of freeway ride now. Need to get over. That guy's not going to let us. He's going to end up... Idiot. Dang it. I know, I love it too, Chet. It's for the AI. Oh, you lost a lake. What? That's crazy. Yeah, I saw an article or something about the St. Clair River freezing over. It's now a river, okay. Lake Erie for me, yes. And it is frozen over. Big time. Oh. My truck didn't shift. There we go. Last year or two. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Well, that poor guy's got some tire marks on his car now. Big round tire marks. Like a disc sander went along the side of his car. And I'm okay with that because he's a moron for getting in my way. We're going to pass Mountain Home. I think we continue off the main roads. Ooh, Sun Valley. Duck Valley. So that was a pun. Oh, ha, ha, I get it. Erie with two E's. I get it now. I get it. Erie. Yeah, real world drivers. We're going to set the cruise to 65. And off we go. So is it true that most truck tires are not rated over 75 miles an hour? I mean, it seems like that would make sense. I saw that as a quote-unquote fact at the beginning of SnowRunner the other day. I was like, really? Like it says like 95% of truck tires are not rated above 75 miles an hour. But that's scary because on the freeways that I drive on, half the truck drivers are going 75. That's crazy. Yeah, we've had some pretty cold temperatures. We're not sub-zero yet, though. We're still about plus 20. Thank you for the follow, by the way. But we're about 20 degrees above zero right now, 19 degrees, somewhere around there. But it's, tell you what, Gromit's walks have been real short as of late. Poor dog. He's like, take me for a walk. And I'm like, it's going to be a short one. Oh, you idiot. Yeah, retreads. Most truckers use retreads too, don't they? $90, oh my gosh. Yeah, we're getting to the south. Starting to get barren here. You guys ever watch Napoleon Dynamite? That was filmed in Idaho. And it looks just like this, doesn't it? I know. Well, you saw what he did, too. He took off. He brake checked me and then took off. Said we can't wait to get paid. Oh my gosh, chat. What part of the country are you in? You don't have to tell, just tell me region. You don't have to tell me a city or anything like that. But our temps are supposed to be going back up next week, so but I'm out of drone. No drone work this week. 2 weeks actually. What movie was that, Farm Life? Moscow, Idaho. That's so cool. So I'm nearby you now then, huh? Pedro. Yeah, there we go. Do you guys see that? There's a little reference from the movie. Dance for Pedro. Smokey and the Bandit. I've never actually seen Smokey and the Bandit. You know what? I'm going to have to watch that now. Is it on Prime? Upper Peninsula, Michigan. Sweet. I've been up there. It sure is pretty. Your lakes look like oceans. Lake Erie looks small and green. Michigan lakes look like real oceans. They got big waves. Best movie ever. What state is Ellensburg in? I gotta get over. Oh. Sorry guys, sorry about the sniffs. My nose is, I'm having an allergy attack. Ellensburg. Oh, shoot sticks. Oh, you got a DVD? Okay. Sweet. -1. Trucks, RVs, and cars. Wait a minute. Where am I supposed to go? What? I hope I went the right way. I don't see the green. Okay, there it is. Ah, Washington. Okay, Ellensville is in Washington. Okay. 90. Well, you know what? If the funny thing is, Shad Dad, 90 is like less than half an hour from where I live. Isn't that crazy? It's a road that goes all the way across the country. I love that stuff. What's up, happy, sad robot? Don't be sad. Just be happy. Hey, what's up, Patchwork? And I did come back. Yes, right away. I basically rebooted my router, and that fixed it. So now I know I need to restart my freaking router every time I stream. Great. I've seen that. Yep. I mean, Lake Erie gets weird waves. We get these rogue waves. They'll be 10, 15 feet tall, knock lighthouses over and stuff. But they're not as big as the ocean waves. I guess the problem with Lake Erie, because it's shallow, what happens with the boats is that if the waves are big enough, the boats will actually hit the bottom. Like they go up the wave and come down and smack the bottom of the ocean, or the bottom of the lake. And it causes many, I think there's like 100 plus sunken ships on Lake Erie. Ooh. Refi paperwork. Now's the time to do it. The rates are low. They're going to go back up. I hope they go up soon, because that'll make the industry slow down a little bit, and that means I'll get more work. That sounds very sad, Minnesota. Ooh, that sucks, Chet. What did you have? Well, I mean, obviously you had surgery on your knee. Well, what did you have surgery for? My knee. That could go on for a long time. What did you have done to your knees? Wow, that stinks, man. I don't really ever enjoy snow, aside from I like to look at it and make a fire in my fireplace and then feel cozy. But being out in the snow itself is not my favorite thing. Someday if I have a tractor with a plow on it, though, I might enjoy it more. Because I like driving tractors and trucks, obviously. Sad, sad man spends his life pretending like he drives trucks. At least he kind of sort of makes a living doing it. Not really a living, but makes a little bit of money doing it. Yay. .5%. That is incredible. I think I'm at like 4.3 or something, but oh, it stinks, man. Oh, that sucks, Chad. Ugh. I am all over the shoulder. Did we pass into Utah? I wasn't paying attention. I was busy reading the comments. Ooh, that's great, actually. Do you use a pickup truck, Minnesota, or do you are you driving like are you driving for the city, like a city truck? Oh, here it is. Just speak of the devil, or speak of the Mormon faith. We're in Utah. Home of the Mormons. Salt Lake City. Brigham Young University. The temple. That sucks, Chad. Yeah, that's really young to have knee surgery, dude. But you'll heal. The good news is you'll heal up, and as long as you work it, you'll stay limber. I love Utah. It's probably one of the most beautiful states in the country. Now, in the game, I'm not sure, but Utah has some amazing stuff. Ah, still $20 an hour, man. Troutdale, Oregon to Clarkston. Picked up in Moscow. And then it's weekend. Yay! You said anyone else listening while they change their smartphones? Well, I mean, everyone's got to do something while they're watching, right? Most people play games while they watch, but... So is it Pocatello or Pocatello? Oh, another guy. Oh, that's cool. That's March. That's pretty soon. You still have enough snow in March to ride a snow? Oh, I guess it's Upper Peninsula. Yeah. Now you say that. That area gets a lot of snow. Utah State University. We're going to get pulled over again, aren't we? Might as well slow it down a little bit. Boop, boop. Oh, we got the green light. Oh. Ooh, Minnesota. Ow. What do they think it's from? I'm assuming it's a benign tumor, but still, like, what is causing that? Work on your guns, making an oily mess. Okay, we're staying on. Ooh, that sucks, then, Patrick. Hopefully they'll be able to resolve all that. I got real lucky this morning. Why is that? Why am I lucky? No one knows what's causing it to grow back, huh? Like, whenever you hear stuff like that, you got to look for some kind of source, right? Like, do you wear your cell phone a certain way, or... But usually that's like your ears and your brain and stuff, not your neck. Weird. Oh, and my internet just went down. My internet's going down again. The sucky thing is I don't have enough money to buy a new router, so I'm gonna have to... Hey, Critter. Hopefully you can hear me. Okay, now it's back up again. We had a real hard hit there on the stream for a couple minutes. So there's probably going to be even more chat delay. Sorry, guys. But now it's running smoothly again. There's something going on. That can't be my router that's causing that. There's either something with Twitch or I don't know. Ranch Simulator. Okay, I'll check it out. Is it like a... That sounds interesting, actually. Wow, that is crazy. That's really crazy, Minnesota. Sorry. I'm driving all over. Now, tomorrow's Thursday. I'm going to try to stream tomorrow night, but if not, I'll be on Friday. But I have a game called Teardown that I just got that's really cool. Here's Provo. We're getting Did we pass Salt Lake already? Oops. I mean, it was like a $250 router, but I've had it for a long time. It's a long range, like super high, you know, super high fangled Netgear router. Probably WRT. I know it's black. It has white lights and lots of antennas all over it. Available March 5th. 4th. March, April, May. Okay, so it's soon. Dang, that's too soon. I don't have room for another game. Urgh. Stop releasing good games. Oh well, what are you gonna do? It does look good. I see a couple pictures of it. It looks pretty cool. Quarter tank. I've got 2/3. Sorry. Oops. I'm over all the way. I mean, what do I... I've had like 5 accidents this trip, and it hasn't... Oh, that's awesome, Minnesota. I love One Loy Farmer. He's great. Now that's nice, critter. Gotta love ice storms. Gotta love winter. Ugh. Therapy is probably pretty painful because they make you bend and stretch when you're not really ready, huh? Ooh, look at that pretty mountain. Pretty. Now we're going through Ranch Creek. Critter Creek? What was it called? This should be a pretty drive here. Pretty stop. Gotta love Utah. Just open beautifulness. Well, yeah, it's this time of year, you know. The graphics look really good on it. I'm looking at the my truck has, well, it's diesel, yeah. It's galls. I have galls. It's diesel fuel, yes. It's not gas, it's diesel. I'll see if I can get it. I have no idea. I would highly doubt that MSC supports it, but you never know. You never know. Oh, dude, that's awesome, Minnesota. Well, he's in Minnesota, isn't he? Dude, that's so cool. Ranch Sim official announcement trailer. We'll have to check that out. Ugh. They're making your muscles strong. Your iPad batteries have 44%. Anyone else with fuel messages? My phone battery is at 3/4. Gromit's energy level is low. He needs food. very slowly accelerating up the hills, passing through the Price, over the Price River. North Carolina. Oh, I didn't realize he was in North Carolina. Okay. This is so pretty out here. The painted hills. The detailed rocks. Soldier Summit. One-legged squats. I never could do one-legged squats. Ow. Hey, Silent Snails. I've been on for like 2 months now, dude. Where you been? Yeah, I've been back. Now, that said, it's part-time, definitely. My favorite color is blue, too, Critter. Ooh, that's really bad. Diesel is really bad for you. So yes, I stream. I'm going to be streaming pretty much all winter, probably pretty far into spring. But once, you know, things get underway with work and business and I get busy again, I'll take another break. We'll pick up again in the fall. So I'm a bad weather friend is really what I am. I've just realized with my life, it's fine when things are slow, but when things get crazy, especially like summer and towards the end of summer, early fall, I'm just too busy. Like, I don't have time to stream. So it's going to be one of those things where I'd stream all the way until I get too busy in the summer. Now, this year is going to be a little different once again. For those of you that have not been around, my mom did pass away 3 weeks ago, which is obviously a very sad thing. But on top of that, it really left a bit of a mess. A couple messes that have to be cleaned up. One is that we had a contractor that was working on the house that took off, so we're dealing with that. My house is wrecked, and my mom's house is a wreck, and I have to get it ready for sale. So we're up there cleaning. So I'm super busy already, but I still have evenings free because usually, you know, by 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon when I've been there all day working, I'm a wreck. I'm ready to come home. So I come home, have some dinner, maybe take a nap, and then I stream. So it's working right now. But when I start getting more work, like tonight, I started early tonight so that I can finish up. It's like 8:30 now. I'll probably, how long do we have left? 8 hours. So after this trip, about probably, I think that'll be like 9:30 or earlier. I have work to do because I did a photo shoot today that I got to edit. So I'm going to go take the dog for a walk, take him for a poo, have some dinner, and then I'll be hitting the hay because I got to get up early tomorrow. So thanks, Silent Snails. Yeah, it was very unexpected actually, and it was not COVID. So, and the crazy thing is the guy that did my mom's funeral, her pastor, Pastor Glenn, his dad passed away last week. Same thing. He was sitting in his chair watching TV. He was an old guy. He was like 95, and they came in the room to get him some coffee or whatever, and he was dead. So, you know, at least she went, like I was telling people, for those that aren't around and didn't know, at least she passed peacefully. She was asleep. She died in her sleep, and she died at her home. And she was in the process of moving here, and she did not want to do that, but she just ran out of money, so she had to move. So she died where she wanted to be. So Netflix. You're watching me and playing Netflix. That is multitasking. There you go, Chet. I like all of those things. Well, ATVs not so much, but ATVs are cool. They're just not my thing. If I get a big enough farm, if we ever do end up doing that, which I hope we do, I'll probably get some kind of ATV. Probably more like a side-by-side. Like the ones that we have in Farm Sim, like the Mahindra. Actually, Mahindra has, I don't know if you guys have seen that, they have a remake of the original Willys Jeep. It's really cool. That would be a good idea, Farm Life. We're getting out into the desert. Pretty. Whoa. Gosh, no warning there. Man. This is starting to look like the Grand Staircase in Escalante. Capitol Reef area. Haven't seen any signs for Capitol Reef, though. Bean sniffer. We're heading toward Moab. Grand Junction. You said she's lazy. Yeah, I need to get over. There's another lane, you know. You can use that. Jeez. Nah, my wife's a good farmer. $72 deer. Garden tractor. I have the Scott's by John Deere gardens, 1642. Yeah, she only wants to work the animals. She's kind of burnt out on Farm Sim. I try to get her to play. She'll play here and there, but you know. That's how she is in real life too. If we had a farm in real life, she would only be doing the animals. She'll be like, I need some food. Go get some bales for them. Shit's gonna fall into the closet. Crescent Junction and Moab. We're heading on to Grand Junction. You said hit me. Someone put a turbo on it. Yeah, that. Anyway, that's right. We were talking about the pickup truck, and I never got to finish. My wife and I are pricing out this, this Ford F450 pickup truck, which is awesome, by the way. It looks great. The Ford pickup trucks are great looking. Anyway, and it had it'll have I think it's a 6.7 liter turbo diesel. Looked pretty cool. I was like, that's really cool, actually. I don't know. We'll see. She's got to earn it first, though. She's got to get the horses going. Because I can't afford to just pay for it, so the horse farm's going to have to earn it. If that ends up being what we do. Which, like I said, we're going to try to do some form of that, but thank you for the follow, Python. Python. Oh boy, sorry. Well, it's a 450, but she wants to get a big horse trailer. I played a bit of Farm Sim this week. I've done a couple videos, and then I also played just for fun. But I don't play it a ton off of. No, we're in Colorado. I don't play it a ton like off camera, so I do have Steve, my friend. So every man needs a real truck. I think only men that actually do real jobs with real trucks need a real truck. Most men need a car to get them around, but that doesn't mean real men don't like trucks, but I actually wouldn't be buying one except for the fact that we will probably need one to tow stuff. And if I'm going to get one, I'm getting a good one. I'm not going to buy like some truck that ain't going to cut it. We're going to get one that's going to cut it. So, Discord. The information for Discord should be below the video if you scroll down. You can also check out the YouTube channel, which I do tons and tons of videos, though I haven't released one today. I need to do that. But I mean, for the same, you probably could for the same money, Silent Snails. I mean, the way, as much as these trucks cost nowadays, wow. I mean, they just, it's a lot of money. I think all priced out without all the fancy bells and whistles, it was still like $65,000 or something like that. The payment on the truck was almost as much as my house. Taters. He said everyone needs a real truck. Everyone. That's the kind of thinking that, well, anyway. No one's going to be buying real trucks soon with the gas prices going up. Only people that need trucks will be buying trucks. Like me. 2005 Tahoe, huh? Oh, that's not going to help you much, is it? Dang, you're going to have to go around. That sucks. Yes, Automod. Automod is very picky. With a manual transmission? What? I don't know if I'd want to pick up. Now, when you're hauling stuff, I don't know if I'd want a manual transmission. I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're in the mountains, it would be a good thing, but that's a lot to keep track of. But then again, you could use the gears to, yeah, slow the truck down and stuff, so that probably actually would be a good idea. I don't think you can get a manual transmission pickup truck anymore. I don't think. I'd be shocked if you could find a Ford pickup truck with a manual transmission nowadays. A Ranger maybe, but not the big ones. Ugh. Ooh, that stinks, dude. Is it? It's closed due to an accident. Okay. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna have to go around to the other pass? Snow squall pass. Snow squall me. All right, so we are in Grand. This is the first time I've been in Grand Junction during the day. It's averagely interesting. A custom flag made for your Tahoe. What's it gonna say? Don't tread on me or you'll get my treads on you. All right, we are gonna come into downtown Grand Junction. I'm probably gonna, don't be surprised if we've damaged cars on the right side of my truck here. I don't know if I'd, like, and a lot of times the pickup trucks, when they have manual transmissions, they're like 4 on the tree or 3 on the tree. Like, I don't like shifting on the shift column. I think all cars used to be like that, didn't they? Oh no, I gotta turn right. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, that one guy. My Discord name is, I don't know. I'm so bad. I don't really use Discord much aside from when I do multiplayer stuff. And so I just basically go in there. Somebody set it all up for me. I'm going to end up crashing into one of these cars. Come on, move it. These guys. They cut under my trailer. But, okay, well, you're going to all get crushed. Sorry. Putting them through the grinder. Sorry, fellas. Can't do anything about that. The AI traffic is not the smartest. So I apologize. My Discord name should be just Arthur Chapman YouTube or Arthur's YouTube, something like that. Does anyone know my Discord name? I see people leaving messages on Discord, so it's the same as the Discord channel. I don't know that there's a difference. 5 on the floor, 4. Yeah, I've driven a Ford Ranger stick shift before. An old one. Like a 90s one. 4x4 5-speed stick. And what truck is that again, Farm Life? I am running a Core i7 7700K vintage processor at this point. It is no longer up to date, but it runs just fine. 32 gigabytes of RAM. I have 3.5 terabytes of SSD space. And another 3 terabytes of regular hard drive space. Because I run my business and my gaming life off of this computer. And I have a 2070 Super video card. And we'll be sticking with it for a while. Because obviously you can't get any of the other ones. Galaxy background, rubber flag stars. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they needed to be crunched. That's right. Like breakfast cereal. We should be able to make the destination. Looks like we're going to have one more night stop. We're about 4 hours out. 71. Oh, that's why. Yeah. I don't think you're going to find any modern pickup trucks, I should say. So, ATS tomorrow. I think tomorrow I probably will be streaming. I do a different game every night, so tomorrow probably will be Teardown, because I just got that and I wanted to share it with you guys because it's pretty funny and fun. And then next week, once again, we'll be back up with maybe My Summer Car and ETS 2. I'm not sure what the third game. Probably Flight Sim. I haven't done Flight Sim in a while. We'll probably do Flight Sim. Getting a text message. Driving and texting in real life and on game life. And toes. I have a realtor friend who she hasn't been able to get any houses. It's really hard to get houses right now for the realtors. They're having a difficult time. There's just nothing out there. And I've got a very faithful client that's trying to get one. She's saying she's hoping she's got the meeting tomorrow. She said, cross your fingers. If she gets the house, that means I get the job. So I'm praying she gets that, because that'll be a $200 job. 2 hours of driving, half an hour of work. Actually, 2 hours of work. 4 hours. That's $50 an hour. Not bad. Give me the light. Now, I've noticed when I'm in Grand Junction, there is a little bit of a frame rate issue. They'll get that sorted out. They always do. But there are frame rate issues at times in some of these places. When Seattle or when Oregon first came out, there were some frame rate issues, and they fixed them. There's something that's not optimized properly that's causing it to stutter. Hello, Peterbilt sister company. We need to stop at the next rest stop. We probably should have stopped in town. Let's take a look at the map and see what's coming up. Oh, I should have stopped there. Ugh. Okay, well, we'll hit it here. That's where we'll stop for the night. I'm going to mark them. Does this? Okay, it's on our side of the road, so that works out good. Or well, should I say. Hey, they fixed the lights in this town. You guys notice that the lights are changing in the correct order? You're getting the light for straight, and then you're getting the left turn signal. Some of the states, they're still backwards. So sometimes you'll see like the lights turn, the left turn light will change first and then go red, and then the straight lights will go on. And that's not how it works in the States. The left turn signal almost always comes after. I'm using manual, Jet, which is why I keep screwing up. Because I'm terrible at manual. Longest run I have done on a game. You mean like as far as a stream? Longest stream, or? I don't stream for super long. I can't. I just kind of get like my legs get sore and stuff. I need to walk around, so I do usually like 2 to 3 hour streams. That's about 3 hours is about as long as I go. Because I also record YouTube if I'm not working. I record YouTube sometimes during the day, so like by the time I get into streaming, it's like I'm plumb out of energy. There you go, Minnesota. Let's see, ATS trailer run. What's the longest trailer run I've done? Like, you mean like triple trailers? I mean, I do triples. Is that what you're asking? I'm sorry. I go from one end of the country to the other sometimes. Usually, this one's a decent one, but yeah, it's on my right, Chet. I'm using a Thrustmaster TH8A shifter, so it's got 8 slots, but I have it set up as a 18 speed. So I've got a shift knob on top that has switches on it, and I got a range and splitter, so I can shift the same way a trucker really shifts. It really only needs 4. Okay, so the long haul, I don't know what the limit is. Like the longest one I've ever done. I've gone from one end of the in-game country. Right now we still don't have the whole United States. But I've gone from like southern New Mexico to like northern Washington. That's about as, right now I can go into Canada because they have pro mods, but that's about the longest haul you can do. And I've done it before. It takes about, I want to say like 3.5 hours of actual time to do that. Be like 2 or 3 days of game time. Boy, this is pretty up here. Look at that. There's so many pretty parts of Colorado too. I would do it, Rye. What's stopping you? Just do it. By the way, Roy is my son in real life. That's why I'm calling him Ryan and not Roy. I know his real name. He's going to start streaming. Now, my son does swear, so you'll be hearing swearing on that channel. Probably more fun than my channel when it comes to that. And he plays some pretty cool games. In real life, what's the heaviest thing I have hauled? A lawn tractor. I don't drive trucks in real life, though. I drive rental U-Hauls with furniture and a lawn tractor, so maybe 10,000 pounds. Yeah, they're worth it, Chet. I'll tell you what, I bought this wheel and shifter probably 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. I kind of built the set. I first bought the wheel, then I bought the shifter, and then a couple months later I got the knob. I saved up for him. And then the track IR, that's another important thing. The work schedule. Well, that's true. Well, you stream during the same time I do and compete with me. Or just a little bit after I finish. Because you go to bed. Yeah, you go to bed early now, don't you? You just have to stream after work. Get home, have something to eat, and then stream. Southwest Wisconsin. But anyway, I bought those things over a period of years, or year and a half. And it's really worth it. They've all lasted. Everything that I've purchased has been good quality. I use them all the time. I use them for farm sim sometimes. American truck Euro Truck, My Summer Car, any kind of driving games that I play. I use the shifter and the tracker and the steering wheel. I mean, and they've lasted. They've taken a lot of abuse. Obviously, you guys know how much I play. I play a lot. So, and you guys don't even see half of it. When I'm off and like my wife's in bed and I'm listening to like Bible study or watching a movie, I play Truck Sim. So, hey, have a good night, Snails. We'll see you next time, bud. Welcome back. See, you don't need a Stream Deck. I bought Moni bought a Stream Deck, and she has not used it at all. You do need a capture card, though, but that helps a lot to have it separated. But well, he's not in my he lives. Ryan lives with his brother Mark, so he won't be eating my bandwidth. He'll just be taking my viewers. Oh, that's cool. A K100. That's awesome. What's up, Bancel? Did I miss the parking spot or what? I feel like I'm probably busy reading all these comments. And you live in a different house, thankfully. Well, geez, Rye. I thought you spelled it wrong and thought you were swearing. Ryan said to Red Alpha, I live in a different house, thankfully. Well, gee, thanks. I miss you, Biss. And Grommy misses you even more. I just whacked that car going around the corner. Watch for rock. Watch for rock music. Yep, you can use it for all different racing games and stuff. Yeah, I agree, Ryan. Like, at some point, I want to get one, too. So, I've been back. Taylor, where you been? I was only gone for like 5 minutes. I restarted my router. That seemed to fix it for a while, and then the stream went down again for like 5 minutes, and then it came back just fine. So I don't know what's up. It's either my router or there's something going on with the local internet. I don't know, but the restarting the router seemed to clear most of the problems up. So, are you still working, Tay? Question is, are you driving Miss Daisy? Wow, okay. Climbing the mountain pass. We're going to spend the night on the pass. Love you, Biss. Have fun. I'm going to try to call you later, Rye. When I take Grommy for his walk. We're actually pretty close. We'll be spending the night here on this mountain pass. Look out! Look out! Look out! Oh, ATS, okay. Taylor drives for real life, too. That's why I was wondering if you're still working. Oh, you're off today? Weather, or does it look like totally crazy different, or is it kind of like, eh? Probably looks pretty different. Hey, we're in Bride. That's cool. It's the Bride of Frankenstein. All right, so we're going to park this, pause this, take a look outside. Scenic Ride. Now, oh, Scenic Ride doesn't say Bride. It says E-Ride. All right, so let's go sleep. I usually start streaming anywhere from like 6 to 8. I'm usually more around 8 o'clock, but tonight I started early. 6:30, I think I started tonight. It just depends, but I'm gonna have to start. Came back negative. Okay. I'm gonna have to start streaming a little bit earlier, like 6:30ish from now on, because I need to be up working at my mom's house, and I need to get there before like noon every day. So I need to start going to bed earlier so I can kind of get that all together, because Monarch Pass, huh? Because my life needs a better rhythm than it's on right now. So that means I'll probably be streaming 6:30, 7 o'clock-ish your time every night, or my time every night. Looks especially good at night. Cool. That's cool, Tay. So the question is, are we going downgrade or are we going upgrade? I guess we'll find out in a sec here. Yeah, that's what I love the Western Star. I probably, once the sleeper cab hits the main game, I probably will switch back to the Western Star. I love the cab on that truck. It's a good looking tough truck. Tough with 2 F's. T-U-F-F. They told me to stay in low gear, but this hasn't been too bad of a descent. Crank it up. I'm not running 8x6, but maybe Tayloa is. There we go. Huh, I don't know. I just have a default. Weird. Gosh, Tay. Does anyone know how to clear up the dashboard? It could just be because, I don't know why. Weird. You're going to stream earlier when you can figure it out. It's not. OBS is a little bit difficult to set up. I definitely, when I first started, I had people help me set it up. But now that I kind of know what I'm doing and have had to set it up a couple times, I'm pretty good at it. But Monte Vista. Actually, that was a bad move. We'll go to 7 high. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, boy. We came down, but now we're going to go back up. Oh, no. Uh-oh. I sense a downshift in the near future. Yeah, I'm just running a 1080, so I don't know why that would make a difference. Do you have your settings, like all your settings turned up all the way, Tayloa? 1080p, yeah. Yeah, Streamlabs is, I think that's by OBS, but it's like the same thing, it's just like a different version of it. Oh, that's cool, Pain Dragon. Taylor, can you allow that message? Because it's not... He was not swearing. Can you fix that? Tay-Tay mod it. Use your powers. Respect my authority. Set it all on ultra. Ultra, ultra, ultra. Oh, frig's sake. The stream went down again. God dang it. It's back up, sort of. Well, I guess I'm going to have to go to the store tomorrow and get a new router. Friggin' dang it. Like, I can't have that kind of going. That's been going on for weeks, so... Unless there's something wrong with my internet, because now it's working again. What? Make up your friggin' mind! Don't own thing. I forgot we need a screenshot of what we're doing here. Let's get into town. Am I back? Are we back? We're in Saugish. Sausage? Was that what's the name of the town? That works. That works. Monte Vista. Monte Vista. Don't hit my trailer. We're going up the hill. Ooh, that's cool. Out there getting some notoriety, 44. Sweet stuff. Yeah, the stream is just annoying me. Don't do that voice again. Annoying me. 65. Whoops. Yeah, I love this truck. Oh, 40. Whoa. Make up your friggin' mind. Oh, we must be. Oh, we made it across the mountains. The Rio Grande, huh? Monte Vista city limits. I'm doing something with the router. No, it's doing its own thing. Just shut off for whatever reason. Hey, what's up, Trucking Channel? Doing good. Been a crazy couple months. But we've been back on for a bit. I've been streaming since pretty much before Christmas. We'll be doing it again next year. I think what's going to happen is, like I was telling people earlier, this is going to be a bad weather friend. So when the weather gets good and I'm busy, I probably will not be streaming as much or at all. And then in the winter, when things slow down and there's more downtime, I definitely will be streaming more often. And I think that's just how we're going to play it. That worked out pretty well this year. I know it sucks for you guys because you want to watch it year-round, but I just get to those places in my life where I'm too busy. I'd rather be able to do it sometimes than never. You know what I mean? So I'd rather, to me, it's like, it's good to be able to do it some without it being crazy. So I'm kind of at the point right now where I stream if I have time. And that's usually 3 or 4 times a week. So tonight we had some time, and here we are. Tomorrow we probably will also have time. I hear a train. Did you guys hear that? That's so funny. I was way over revving the engine. I hope you guys like that. Not really way, but it's little shepherds. We gotta be getting close. 45 G's. 3 minutes. Wait, is that really 3 miles? Okay. I was gonna say we're really close. Alamosa. I don't think I've been here in game, but maybe I have. You said, "Oh my God, it's loud." All right. Well, that was a pretty good trip, guys. We got it done in two segments for YouTube and about 2 hours of stream time. The stream stayed up for most of it. It went down a little bit here and there, but we're back up and functioning on all 4 cylinders. So, but I got my eye on that router. I'm gonna be, as soon as I get some money in, I'm gonna have to replace it. So, try refreshing, Chet. Another train. That one was a Uper. Oh, the John Deere is so loud. Here we go. Pizza House. Is that supposed to be like Pizza Hut? That's funny. I like the red and green for the Italian. Red, white, and green. Very slick in-game design. My John Deere is so low. I know, Gromit. I'm coming soon, dog. Like, Gromit's already here, like, asking. He knows. He knows the time. Like, this dog is, what time is it, 9 o'clock? Oh, it's 9:08, man. He's like so scheduled on his diet, man. Like, 9 o'clock, he's like, Dad, it's time to eat. You hungry, Grommy? You hungry? He's like, yes. And I have to poo. He was getting really aggressive on his leash. I've been trying to get him to learn how to walk, and he's been pulling, but I'm getting really frustrated with him. And so I went out and bought this Kong leash, and it's a company called Kong, for those who don't know. They make like bones and stuff like that. And it's a harness, like a regular doggy harness, and then a leash. And for whatever reason, with the harness on, he can't pull. So he tries to pull, and he just does. It doesn't. I don't know if it's uncomfortable or it doesn't have any. It's a totally not like hurt the dog harness. It's just a regular old doggy harness. But he just can't pull anymore. So I can just pull him back. He starts pulling a little bit, but that's all he can do. And I just pull him back, and he comes right back. He can't like stop. Hey, those are what are those? I was gonna say those are E8s, but they're not. They're Fs. Yeah, they are. Those are E8s. I was gonna say they're F7s is what I was thinking, but those are E8s. They have 6 axles instead of 4. The F7s have 4 axles. And a rounder bonnet. That's pretty cool. It's funny when you see those old E and F series engines next to our modern diesels, like how small they are. They look really big when you see them in person, but then all of a sudden you put them next to like a modern diesel, and it's like, whoa, they're tiny. So we have reached the backside of Alamos. Yeah, it doesn't hurt him. It's not hurting his neck. I like it because it's not really bad. So that's is that what it says? I think we're going right here. Is this it? I think this is it. Whoa! Whoops! Sorry. Is that what it says? Oh, how am I going to get this in there? I hate when they do this. There's no way the wheels are going to get straight by the time I get into that spot. It's just not going to happen. Ugh. I'll try, but it ain't going to work. I've reached the dark side of... All right, so we are going to pull in. Hug that curb right there. Probably hit it. Yep. Funk. Break the treads off the tractor and try to get straight. Did you do it earlier? Did you do it the way I did it? Like where you wrecked the trailer first? Oh, I missed it. It did it though. I did it. Ah! Aha! You were right, Taylor. You were right. It was easy. 145 hours on just Lone Oak. Whoa. There's $110,000 right there. Excellent job. We only crashed into like 6 cars on that trip. I guess that's it. We have every single I am maxed out. Level 32 or whatever. 36. So, ladies and gentlemen on YouTube and on Twitch, I hope you had an enjoyable night tonight. I definitely had fun driving this giant bulldozer from the top of Idaho down to the very bottom of, well, actually, kind of the other, wherever, somewhere in Colorado. We had fun. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe both on Twitch and YouTube. Thumbs up always help. And we'll see you guys either tomorrow or Friday night. Not sure yet which, but we'll see you soon. Keep your eyes peeled. I will try to do it tomorrow because my kids are coming back Friday. I'd rather stream when they're not here. So anyway, have a good night, guys. Bye.